about diabetes. Let me say, at Batson Associates, they were also asking about the pensioner special, and that special is still on and running. And that would basically give you the opportunity to really determine, what is going on with you, the condition of your liver, condition of your kidney, blood sugar levels, that type of thing. So feel free to give us a call or visit at any one of our locations. Those telephone numbers for the Shogunas office, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. That telephone number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as Debe, which is the corner of Ramsamud Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. That telephone number is 223-7515. Again, that's 223-7515. Let me, of course, give you as well the telephone number for the online consultation. So those of you who are overseas, we have a lot of clients, those individuals who would like to place orders for products, get consultations, find out some more information as regards to what we do at Batson & Associates. You can give us a call on 1-868, that's 868, our area code, Trinidad, and 373-2388. You're listening to Dr. Jason Batson, the Senior Medical Director at Batson & Associates, supporting your health naturally. So the topic I wanted to discuss this morning is one that I actually spoke about weekend. We had a lot of favorable responses, and that was the particular issue of PMS, postmenopausal syndrome. And one of the things that I had highlighted rather is that a lot of women are of the misconception that, once you reach a certain age, once you pass menopause, it means that all is good and you'll never have a problem with your hormones again. Unfortunately, that is not correct, which is why we have so many persons now ending up with serious problems with insomnia, hypertension, anxiety problems, because a lot of these women passed or went over to the point of no longer seeing their menstrual cycle, went through menopause, and didn't realize that not because you're not getting hot flashes or you're not getting, the regular symptomology, it means that, everything is all well and good with you. And that's something that you need to really focus and pay attention on. So, if you are female and you may have gone through menopause maybe a few years ago, it's always a good idea to make sure that your hormones are in order, that everything is in a gear, as the people say, with you, especially thyroid. We are experiencing a lot of persons with a lot of problems with thyroid simply because a lot of these women, again, are not aware that you need to take care of your hormones. And that's something that we do at Batson & Associates naturally, where we could actually manage those hormones for you, help with better sleep, better blood pressure readings, definitely nil anxiety. That's something that, anxiety is not something nice to experience. So that's something that you could feel free to give us a call or visit on that particular topic. So I'll pass you over to Karen now, who's going to give you the telephone numbers if you need to WhatsApp, whatever the case may be, so that you can have your questions answered.
Right, so if you have any questions for Dr. Jason Batson, you can reach out to us here in the studio. That's 299-4103.
Good. So there was a question that we got. Let me say pleasant good morning to our Facebook listeners. Keep in mind we are live on our social media platforms. We are Batson & Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson & Associates TT. And on YouTube, we are Batson & Associates Trinidad. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Marge Hills, Miss Forestine Augustine, Miss Chandra Shah, and Miss Roxanne Didi. A pleasant good morning to you, as well as Miss Grace Williams. Oh yes, Miss Grace Williams is in the US, and she's saying, good morning, Dr. Batson. It's Thanksgiving Day today. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all the US citizens and persons who are such affiliated. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I forgot about that completely. Right, and there's also a question. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Keisha Huggins. She is on WhatsApp, and she also says, or asked the question rather, as regards to eye problems. Or this is our next question. My apologies. I'm looking at so many screens at the same time. One of the questions was, as regards to the eye optics formula, does this product help with macular degeneration? And the answer is yes. The thing is, macular degeneration or age-related macular degeneration is something that a lot of persons experience. The thing is, the macula is a particular aspect of the eye that is very important for sight. And obviously, if that particular part degenerates, it would primarily lose function. It would not be as efficient and effective as it is supposed to be in its aspect of functioning. So that is something that the eye optics formula would do. I could always say to anyone, if you have any situation with your eyes or you want to be proactive, you're a diabetic, you may be hypertensive, and you want to ensure that you maintain good eye health, that eye optics formula is not only for persons with eye problems, but it's also for persons who are proactive, because it actually helps you to further benefit from the improved vision, improved circulation in the eyes. It also helps to keep your eyes moist, because that's a problem a lot of persons have. A lot of persons suffer from dry eyes, and they do not know that when you have dry eyes, it significantly affects your vision. We have a question?
Yes, we have a question. Good morning, Dr. Batson. What if your left ventricle is clogged? What would you advise?
Okay, so if your left ventricle is clogged, the thing is, and blockage of, they say the left ventricle, they say clogged. They sure they get that correct, boy? Well, have to be the chamber. Okay, no, I'm understanding the question now. My apologies. Okay, well, the thing is, any blockage cardiovascular wise can be addressed. I mean, heart health is something that a lot of people take for granted. I think a lot of persons don't understand how easy it is for you to end up with a cardiovascular problem. But you also have to take into consideration that it's a matter of really being proactive. And there are a number of things that we do to clean arteries. In fact, what we're doing next year, please go, we're going to have a cardiovascular aspect, natural cardiovascular clinic, where we'll be dealing with things like chelation, blocked arteries, various diagnostics for cardiovascular problems. But most importantly, a corrective protocol from a natural and integrated perspective as regards to that. And that's something that we offer at Batson & Associates. So it is something you need to pay very close attention to. But we can help in a situation with blocked arteries as well as cardiovascular issues. Next question.
I have another question. What is the best vitamin you would recommend for women who are now in premenopausal stage?
Women who are in premenopause stage, before menopause. These things not only have vitamins. So what we have to understand is minerals as well as macronutrients and micronutrients. So as regards to females with premenopause, vitamins will be good. However, of course, I'm very brand specific. There's a particular one that we carry at Batson & Associates. What I would recommend for a female like that is that you need nutrient-dense food. So a good go or a good bet is CMOS. Try and include some CMOS into your dietary regime. If you could do that at least 3 times a week, that's going to be very beneficial to you. There's a product we carry called Women's Formula. And if you're premenopause, that product, you wouldn't have to use it every day. So you may have to use like one every day or every other day. And that bottle is what? Yeah, one every other day. So that's going to last you like 2 months, right? And there's a product we carry called Nerve Restore. I know the offices got some yesterday. They're going to get some tomorrow. Please God again. That's also a good product, because you see, in helping with hormonal imbalance, you need to always pay attention to the endocrine system. The endocrine system is the gland. So when you're dealing with glands, one of the problems that you need to pay attention to, or one of the things you need to focus on, is that those glands must be able to secrete their hormones properly. And the glands can only do that if the glands are healthy. So it's very important in addressing that situation, not only a vitamin, but you also need to look at cleansing and detoxifying the condition of your liver. So for a person like that, I would recommend Alkagen water, the Santulan, which is the 7-channel detox. Keep in mind, if you haven't done a detox in a while as in more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, you do not drink sufficient amounts of water, how would you know that? Take your body weight divided by 2 in ounces, and that is the amount of water that you should be drinking. If those things, you're not doing those things, then you need to do a water cleanse, which will be drinking water, your body weight divided by 2 in ounces for the next month. Then do the Santulan, and you could do the advanced chlorophyll Women's Formula. And as I said, with multivitamins, I'm going to have to be very specific with that. Maybe if you have done blood tests or you have a scan or something, or do a scan with us, then I would be able to sort of narrow in your protocol better. We have a question?
Yep, another question for you. This is someone who says that they have poor circulation and they're asking which is better, the circulation tea or inflammation formula?
The circulation tea or the inflammation formula. If they have a problem with what?
Poor circulation.
Oh Lord. Ooh, poor circulation. No, if you inflammation formula or circulation tea.
Yes, so this person has poor circulation and they're asking which is better, the circulation tea or the inflammation formula?
Circulation tea. In that particular instance, I would recommend circulation tea, simply because it is a tea that is actually going to help significantly with circulation. Inflammation formula helps circulation, but inflammation formula strong point is primarily inflammatory response, swelling. So it does help. Actually thinking about it now. Ooh, yeah. I know why I'm thinking about that, because there have been a lot of instances where a lot of persons came with very swollen feet and they used the inflammation formula and it went down very quickly. And those were some extraordinary testimonies, because we had people with really bad swelling. And I remember there was this particular gentleman, in a matter of 2 days, it went down. So now I think about it, it's actually a hard selling truth, I would say if you have budgetary constraints, if you could afford the two, excellent. If you're looking at budget, I would say do one month and then the next month do the other one. Circulation tea is going to be cheaper or more reasonable in the beginning, and then the inflammation formula could always be used subsequently. But both great products for circulation, by the way. Great products.
All right, so we have another question for you. Can you tell us more about jaundice?
Okay, so jaundice is an issue as it relates to the liver, right? So you'll find yellowing of your hands, yellowing of your eyes, which is an indication of basically backup bile fluid that is not being emptied properly. So basically you have some problems with the liver, the bile ducts, that type of thing. In doing that, you're looking at 7-channel detox. I would recommend Santulan, Alkagen water. If the person has a situation with weakness, then they're going to have to use the Santulan subsequently. So I recommend the Alkagen water, advanced chlorophyll, inflammation formula, optimizer. Because in a case of jaundice, you want a clean sweep in terms of the cleanse. Because with jaundice, you don't want to do a halfway cleanse, nor do you want to go into healing crisis. Healing crisis is when toxins leave the body faster than you want. So you have to ensure that you're properly hydrated. So you could always call us, you could always request a consultation, or you can come in and have a discussion with persons at the front desk, the consultants that we have there. For those offices, the telephone number for Chaguanas is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. That number is 226-4553. Keep in mind those locations. Chaguanas is first floor Money Talks Building, Montrose, Chaguanas. We have a next question. Yeah.
What products do you carry for someone who has seizures?
Seizures. There are a number of products that we could use for persons with seizures. Advanced chlorophyll will help. Inflammation formula will help. The resveratrol product, that's a very good product. That's the one that I normally use for people with things like dementia, Parkinson's, any sort of neurological situation. When you're dealing with someone with seizures has to do with imbalance in the autonomic nervous system. So that's sympathetic, parasympathetic, where the person is too parasympathetic. So you have those constant situations with firing off and all those. The adrenals have some work to do there as well. I would recommend that person comes in for a consultation. In all honesty, it would be better if we consult with you if you have your, and especially if you're on medication, because most likely you'll be on things like Tegretol, Phenobab, those type of things. And when you're dealing with those type of medication, we need to ensure that we know exactly what you're taking so that what we give you wouldn't have any sort of strange reaction. And then we'd have to know course of treatment and that. So definitely, there's a consultation. At least possibly blood and scan, but definitely consultation first. What I advise that person to do? Bring all your tests. If you would have done MRIs of the brain or brain scans, CT scans of the brain, then bring those along for us. Okay?
Okay, here's another question relating to the liver. Those products you mentioned, the Alcogen water, the Santolan, will those help with a fatty liver?
Yes, they would. Definitely, definitely. With fatty liver too, we just need to dot our I's and cross our T's. The liver teas are good. Is a good save there. Very, very good product as regards to what we do, how we're going to organize certain things with that. But if you're looking at a real serious liver situation, apart from the liver tea, I would look at, the Santolan Optimizer. There's also a product we have called Alpha, which is a free radical scavenger. Big product because that's excellent with things like diabetes, hypertension, removes, is a free radical scavenger. So it takes out a lot of oxidative stress and inflammatory response from the body. So again, keep in mind, I'm just giving information here based on what it is you tell me. But of course, to dot our I's and cross our T's is always better recommended. At least to go in the office and you're going to have a discussion with front desk staff. They are well trained as regards to recommendation, supplementation, that type of thing. Okay. Any more questions?
Nope. But to remind our listeners, you can WhatsApp this show. It is 299-4103.
Okay, definitely. So let me just again say a pleasant good day to Miss Teresa Ford D'Souza. She's on our Facebook. Miss Betty Phillip, Miss Annie Grant. She says, good morning to you, Dr. Batson and Associates. Miss Teresa Ford D'Souza says, Dr. Batson, is the color of your stool important? Yes, it is. I mean, stool is usually affected by what you eat. So you realize if your diet has a lot of greens in it, you may see some green in the diet. If you use a lot of things that may be bright yellow and bright orange colored vegetables, you may see a little thing. Once your digestive system is working properly, you're not really supposed to see much color distortion. So your stool really supposed to be like the size of a banana, consistency, a toothpaste, color of cardboard. That's the general, they tell you a color of cardboard, general statement. If you're doing cleanses and detoxify, if you're seeing black stool, definitely you're in problems. If you're seeing stool that has blood in it, especially bright color red blood, that's problematic because, no, bright color red is usually lower intestines. If it's dark color blood, is even more serious. That's upper intestines and could point to some early signs of maybe some sort of inflammatory bowel condition, things like Crohn's, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, that type of thing. So those are some of the things that you need to really pay close attention to as regards to your stool. One of the things too as well with the water, Alcogen water, let me just say quickly, someone asked with Alcogen water, what are the benefits? The thing is, you have a water that has something known as ORP, which is oxidative reduction potential. Now, if you do some research, you would realize that ORP is very important as it relates to water, because it means the water is now an antioxidant water. Water is supposed to be always, like for example, if they send in mineral water is usually more expensive. The reason for that is that most water processes that they have for bottled water takes out the minerals out of water, which is usually not a good thing. You would want minerals in your water, and that is what the Alcogen water has. So you can feel free to give us a call or visit. We also have delivery available. And as I said before, the pensioner special, because someone is asking again about it. We do have it, and it is a program that, again, is designed to assist in terms of proper aspects associated with, pensioners. You get your live blood analysis, dry blood analysis, a consultation, and your food detox. So, I mean, you can't go wrong there. So feel free, again, to give us a call or visit. You can follow us on our social media. We are Batson and Associates Limited. We have a question.
Well, this person is asking if there's nerve restore and cerebral formula at your Chaguanas branch.
Chaguanas has nerve restore. You should call just to verify, because that's a product that goes very quickly, and they just got yesterday. We're expecting more at the end of the week. Cerebral we will have next week, please God. So you could just call. If you call, again, I do apologize for that, but call and just let them know, and make sure they have your name there. So as soon as we get it, we're going to ensure that you get yours, because those are products that goes very quickly. Good. Let me say a pleasant, Miss Erica McCartney asks Dr. Batson, what do you recommend for back pain caused by compressed fracture and some arthritis and sciatica in the same area, my lower back. I also get nauseated when my back hurts, which is several times a week. Thanks, Jean. Definitely. So you're going to have to get a protocol. Inflammation formula, Alkagen water, advanced chlorophyll. If you do not have any allergies to shell food, there's an omega that we have with astaxanthin in it. That works very, very good for pain. The only persons who cannot use that are persons who are allergic to shell food, and if you're a 7 days Adventist. Other than that, it could be used by anyone. That's a very good product for that. Enzyme formula is also very good because that reduces inflammation, very good for arthritic problems and pain, and I would recommend you get some CMOS and start to use it on a daily basis. We also carry CMOS as well at Batson and Associates. So feel free to give us a call or visit. Yes, Ms. Karen, we have a question.
Yes, we do have a question. On that note of stools, for the person who missed what you mentioned about stools, what is the purpose of doing a stool test?
Stool test. The thing with a stool test, there's a number of reasons. They could test your stool to determine pathogens, so the possibility exists you may have some problems with diarrhea or something like that, and maybe to identify what the pathogen is, they will test your stool. They also test stool to see if you have problems with blood in the stool. So usually stool is tested to determine conditions of the gastrointestinal system. People who have things like inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, that type of thing. So if you do a stool test and it comes back with some sort of issue, it usually is an indication that something is wrong. So that's something to pay very close attention to. Again, let me say a pleasant good morning to our social media. As I said, Ms. Kathleen Ishmael, good morning to you, my dear. Ms. Marva Huggins, good morning to you. And to the listeners of 103.1 FM, those telephone numbers again and locations for the Shogunas office. We are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Shogunas. We're also on the corner of Ramsamud Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. That telephone number is 223-7515. Shogunas is 222-8261. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. I would be in St. James, God's willing, tomorrow. That's tomorrow from 12. That number is 220-8113. And let me say a pleasant good afternoon to our consultants, Mr. Rene Bustamante, Mr. Paul Green, Ms. Karishma Ramdan, Mr. Vialva. Pleasant good morning to you guys. These are some of the persons who would be there to assist you. Yes, Karen?
All right, so this person is asking about dark spots on the skin, especially around the ankle.
So usually if you're seeing dark spots usually an indication of two things. It's either some sort of pathogen, so some sort of skin condition that is affecting the skin and causing it to be dark, or circulation. Circulation usually wins most of the time. However, you don't take, which is why when we do a protocol, it sort of covers a lot of different organ systems, gastrointestinal, musculoskeletal, that type of thing. So I would look at circulation T first. Our teas, we would have teas available for the public by next week, please God. Once we have dotted all our I's and crossed our T's with our food and drug people. So that's supposed to be back on stream from next week, God's willing. Yes, Karen?
We're very close to wrap up time, so
yes.
We have a couple more questions for you. Blood pressure, 117/74, then it went to 127/76, around those figures. But lately, it's over it's 150/89 and above.
Okay. Well, the possibility exists that individuals, you need to check your hydration, see how much water you're drinking. I would go there first. If you could get the Alkagen water, definitely it will help in helping to reduce the blood pressure. That's an indication of toxins in the body, but you need to be careful. When you're getting elevated blood pressure, you have to be careful the cleanses that you use. You can't cleanse just so. I have not met you, but I'm sure you do not drink enough water. So you need to get up your water. Alkagen water, first 2 weeks to a month. Then you can do Santulan. You could use Alkagen together with the advanced chlorophyll optimizer. But you need to increase your water intake. People who have high blood pressure, it is vitally important that you remain properly hydrated. Otherwise, you are creating a very good environment for a stroke or a brain aneurysm. Please try your best. So we up to wrap up time. So let me say, oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, my apologies.
Okay, so there's just one more question there. This is one more question. What can be the cause for constant pain, the right foot and ankle area, stiffness of calves, but no swelling?
Go again, repeat that for me.
where is it? Constant pain in the right foot and ankle area, the stiffness in the calf area. So what could be the cause? And no swelling, just a pain.
That's normally indication of some sort of inflammatory response in the body. And the reason for that is because inflammation causes a lot of problem. Constrictions of blood vessels, damaged tissue. Remember, because if you're not getting proper blood supply, you're basically not getting enough oxygen and nutrients, which is what blood supplies. So I would go circulation, work on the circulation, and again, you're looking at the alkagen water, circulation, tea. Optimizer is a good go inflammation formula for that situation. Okay, so quickly those telephone numbers. Shoguna's office, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Shoguna. That's telephone number is 222-8261. Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. Tobago's number is 226-4553. That's 226-4553. As we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless you guys. And of course, always a pleasure. Till next Thursday, we will see you guys. Take care, Karen. Always a pleasure. Till next week.
Same here.
Okay.
Thank you. And you've been listening to a 30-minute segment brought to you by Batson and Associates, supporting health naturally with Dr. Jason Batson. That was a paid program. The views.
Yes, so social media, we have our timings a bit changed today. I think our next program, which we have on 106.5, which is Freedom, that program starts at 2 o'clock today because of the football, right? They have to make some adjustments for the football. Miss Neely Gopi asks, good morning. What would you recommend for dizziness, weak eyesight, high blood pressure, migraine, heart problems? All of these in one? Nalini, I need to come and see Miguel. Okay, dizziness, weak eyesight, high blood pressure, migraine. How much water you're drinking, Miss Gopi? You need to watch one of those, right? So up your water intake, I would recommend starting slow and steady. Water, the alkagen water. Try and use your body weight divided by 2 in ounces. The advanced chlorophyll is also going to help you significantly. Some of the hypertension teas, which we would have available in office from next week. We'd be able to help you with those, at least start there. All right, Ms. Marva Huggins, what can I use for a toenail fungus? Well, it depends on how long you have that fungus, Marva. How long that fungus is. It depends. If you have fungus for years, that's gastrointestinal. So it's not only the fungus you need to deal with. You need to deal with your intestines, your liver, your 7 channels of elimination, kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. All right, and Tobago number, which is going to come out on the live, is 226-4553. Again, that's 226-4553. Okay, so look forward to joining you guys. What's that?
Can you take one more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah.
Blessings to my brother. I need to visit you.
Does
the color of your stool have anything to do with your pancreas? The color of your stool have a lot of things to do with a lot of organs. Not only your pancreas. Color of stool, sorry, could indicate liver problems with your spleen, gallbladder, a number of different aspects. So it depends on the color stool that you're seeing, okay? But you could always message us more or try and see if you can get a consultation with us. I am working in Shoguna's office on Saturday, God's willing. So that's one of our open clinic days. So if the weather changed up a lot of things and a lot of people couldn't keep their appointments. So we have our open clinic day on Saturday, please God, at the Shoguna's office. That's first floor Money Talks building. That telephone number 222-8261. That's 222-8261. And keep in mind that number 314-9975 for our delivery as well as your questions. So you have been listening to Dr. Jason Batson, the Senior Medical Director at Batson and Associates, supporting your health naturally. So I look forward to those of you who would be able to join us on our Facebook. Keep in mind, like us, share us, and if you leave a comment, if you have used one of our products and you got some good results, we'll take those comments. Okay, we'll take the bad ones too, because if we need to work on things, then we're going to have to work on it. right? So with that being said, God bless, and do keep in mind that we are all live on social media. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. On YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. Okay, so take care. Miss Nandlal, hi, good afternoon to you, my dear. Miss Verna Clay, do you have anything besides the T for hypertension? There are other things that we use for hypertension, Miss Plain. Right now, I'm working on something, so I brought some vitamins. I'm actually putting together a protocol for people with hypertension. There's a tea that I had before, which was a loose tea. I'm trying to get it back again because I found it works so well with so many persons. So there are protocols that I have for persons with hypertension, but it depends. Okay, Miss Verna, so you could always get some information. Yes, Miss Gopi, thank you so very much. God bless you as well. So, guys, I'm leaving you. So, if you want to join us, as I said, at 2, that's going to be on Freedom 106.5 FM. We'll be live on our social media platforms. That's from 2, and we have DJ Mamu, who we'll be starting with from 3. So, we go from 3 to 4. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, so take care, and we'll see you again. God bless.